Yes, people, welcome to the daily update of Manchester United news. And on today's episode, we have some news because Barcelona is refusing to pay Marcus Rashford's fee. So we're going to jump into that story. But in other stories, we have two of my favorite managers being linked to the Wolves job, ex-Manchester United managers, and some transfer news coming out of United. So let's jump into it right away. Marcus Rashford has been playing brilliantly for Barcelona to the point where they definitely want Rashford at the club. He's one of their leading goal contributors this season with 13 goal contributions in 12 contributions in 13 games. So that's amazing by Marcus to see that not only has he caught back his form, but he's also playing well. So according to the Mirror, rumors in the Mirror, Rashford, Barcelona wants to pay £12 million less for Rashford than the asking price. Now, as you know, United's been asking for £40 million, but Barcelona wants to pay 28. Now, we all know how Barcelona is, and we all know the way they operate their business. And to be honest, they're going to try to lowball United. But if Rashford continues in the way in which he's going, Barcelona better be lucky United don't ask for 50 million. And will they say no to a guy who's probably scored second or third most goals for them this season by the end of the season, if so much? Or are they going to deny a player of such quality for such a cheap amount? I don't think so. I think Barcelona is willing to pay the 40 million, even maybe if United wants to push it 50 million. So to say that United's going to take half of the price I think that they can get Rashford for is a joke. And also they can do like bonuses. They can do a lot of things in this negotiation that can actually allow them to get a lot of money for Rashford. Now, Barcelona can't even register players sometimes. As we saw last season, they couldn't even register players. And also, we saw that they were struggling to even this season to register Dani Olmo and Marcus Rashford before he even went there. What took so long is one, the transfer, but two, the fact that they could not register him to play, and he was not going to go to Barcelona unless he knew he was registered and he was going to play. Just like Nico. But I think Nico just didn't negotiate it the right way, because we got news that Rashford did say he's not going to Barcelona to wait to play. So it's not like Rashford just, yes, he waited on Barcelona to go there, but he didn't go there and wait to play, which was smart by him and for his brand. Now, on other terms, we see bigger news coming out. For me, personally, bigger news that two of my favorite managers in Ten Hag and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is being linked to the job for Wolves. Now, Victor Pereira is probably going to get sacked. And he has been sacked, actually. And now you have a 5-man's list that Ten Hag and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a part of that's been rumored for Manchester, for Wolves' job. Now, in my opinion, either of these coaches will do well at this team, because they will bring structure in a way in which people might think, oh, they look at Amorim bringing structure to United and be like, oh, these coaches never brought structure. Nah, these coaches actually had structure, but the problem is the fans didn't have any structure. The club didn't have any structure. So both of these managers kind of struggled. But here we have the Manchester Evening News saying that Ten Hag, as we know, who was previously just at Bayern Leverkusen, see this as a way for him to bring back his career and build something. And if Wolves gives Victor Pereira time to build that squad, imagine if they just give Ten Hag time to build a squad. Now, let's not sleep on it. When we look at the players that Ruben Amorim speaks about fondly, right? A lot of these players were brought in by two of these coaches. Maguire by Ole, Noose by Ten Hag, Lisandro Martinez, Ten Hag, De Ligt, Ten Hag, Euro, Ten Hag. Kobe Manu didn't bring him in, but brought him into the squad. Ten Hag. Yes, we can say Anthony. Yes, we can say Hoyland. Yes, we can say Garnacho has left the club. Fair. But there's a lot of players that's in the club right now that are highly rated by Ruben Amorim that were brought in by Ole. Bruno Fernandes by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So we have to look at these managers and know that one, their talent ID is pretty much high. Because let's not forget, two of the best academy players over the last 10 years, well, I would say 5 years, has come from these two managers in a Kobe Manu and in a Mason Greenwood. Both these managers gave them their debut, which means their talent ID is high. When you look, and for me, I'm more worried about Ten Hag because yes, Ole is a good coach for me. Yes, Ole have the ability to go to Wolves and play very good football with those players that they have. Yes, Ole can bring a style, but listen, when it comes to Ten Hag and the talent ID, let's name a few players. Alvarez, Kudus, De Ligt, Mazraoui, Lisandro Martinez, Brian Bobby. These are just some of the players that this guy has touched. Ryan Gravenberch. So when we look at that, just that 11 or just those few players that I've named, 8 players I've really named. Those are top quality players that have played in the league already. Now, Wolves doesn't need half of those quality. Wolves just need a few of those to do what Wolves need to do in the league. And imagine if Ten Hag can bring that quality to the Wolves. Ten Hag might be able to just jump a few steps with Wolves. I am actually very much excited to see both of these managers on the 5-man list, which means 1 out of every 5th chance of them having a chance of playing. So 20% of them getting this job, which is a lot more for me than most people would have thought Ten Hag coming back to the league was possible. I don't know why Nottingham Forest didn't bite at Ten Hag. I don't know why they decided that Ange Postecoglou made more sense than Eric Ten Hag. In my opinion, it's just mind-boggling for me. But then on other news, again, we see that there is a player trying to leave Manchester United, definitely in January, to push for his World Cup journey. Joshua Antonio, the one and only Zerski. Now, y'all may be wondering where I got Antonio from. It just rhymes and sounds good. But yes, Zerski is being linked to a move to a few clubs, not only outside of England, but in England. Now, according to this report, Zerski would prefer a move to stay in England. And he does not want a January transfer, but he doesn't want a permanent transfer. He just wants a loan. Which is good news because it means that he wants to stay at the club, but he just wants some game time. He just wants to feel like he's a part of playing football. And I understand this totally. And I understand why he would want to leave. But would it be good for him to leave? I've already said that in my review about him and Manu in my previous video, so you could check that out. But yeah, I do think it could benefit him leaving, but I do also think there are cons to the reason why I think he should stay at United. There's opportunities coming about. There's other reasons why he can be an intricate part to United. He's not only just a number 9. He can play in different positions. So there's a few reasons why I think he should stay at the club. But when you have AS Roma hitting at the door, when you have teams like West Ham, when you have other teams like even, who was linked with him the other day that I saw heavily? I think even Napoli wanted him as well. So they wanted both of our strikers. So there's a few rumors going around. And I think that Joshua just needs to just think that in a few weeks he's going to be starting a lot more games. Because it's going to be coming quicker. Sesko can't start every game. Kone can't start up front all the time. Mount can't start. Ahmad and Mbeumo is leaving. So there's a lot of reasons for him to just calm down, see it out, wait, see what happens. And maybe in the latter part of January, if he still doesn't see his chance playing, or if United wants, they can just play him to that time that these guys go to the African Cup of Nations, and then gradually when they come back, if they come back earlier, hopefully they don't win because we need them. So we don't want them going to the final. As much as I would like them to win it, still I would like them not to win it. So I just think Joshua should just take his time, wait till the end of January and see what happens for him. But yes, people, it's been your boy as usual. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the page. Keep hitting the bell for notifications so I can keep bringing you great content going forward. It's been your boy YAHYAH. Take care, my people. Ciao.